Hello, everyone. I'm Sonia. I'm assistant professor at the Department of Petroleum and Gas Engineering and Energy at the Faculty of Mining, Geology and Petroleum Engineering, University of Zagreb. So today I will present you our brand new master study program called Petroleum and Geoenergy Engineering and Management. But before I start with my presentation, I will firstly show you our short video. You can also find it on our YouTube channel. But for the beginning, I think it is interesting to see what have we prepared here.
Welcome to the new master study of Petroleum and Geoenergy Engineering and Management at the University of Zagreb, Faculty of Mining, Geology, and Petroleum Engineering. The University of Zagreb is the oldest and biggest university in southeastern Europe. With 31 faculty and 3 art academies, it is the flagship educational institution in the country, a place where more than 7,900 professors and 72,000 students develop knowledge and acquire skills. The Faculty of Mining, Geology, and Petroleum Engineering is an institution of higher education, which is a part of the University of Zagreb. The faculty designates and executes university-level studies and is engaged in scientific and professional work. It is also the only faculty in the Republic of Croatia that operates in the field of mining, geological, and petroleum engineering in the area of technical sciences, and one of the 2 faculties that operates in the field of geology in the area of natural sciences. The new master study program will be implemented from the academic year 2022 to 2023 at the Department of Petroleum, Gas Engineering, and Energy. After their first year of study, which is common for all students and grants them 60 ECTS, the student can then choose among 3 modules: Drilling and Production Engineering, Reservoir Engineering, and Geoenergy Engineering and Management. Apart from living in the beautiful city of Zagreb and experiencing its great academic, social, and cultural life, you will meet numerous experts in petroleum engineering who will prepare you for new challenges in the oil and gas industry expected for the 21st century. Geothermal energy, carbon capture, utilization and storage, software application in reservoir simulation, well planning, oil and gas production, processing and storage, gas markets, and energy transition are just parts of our new study program. The study program offers 12 mandatory and more than 30 elective courses, as well as professional practice. Some of the admission requirements are bachelor's certificate in the field of engineering, advanced English proficiency level, and the admission interview. During your study, you will also be able to join many student associations, participate in various forms of field practice, and be supported by a professional student counselor. This is what petroleum engineering professionals have to say about our study program.
Energy transition, CCUS, enhanced recovery, geothermal energy, energy storage, digital oil field, energy markets and trade. If you care for sustainable energy, then we invite you to apply for a Master in Petroleum and Geoenergy Engineering and Management. Energy drives the world, and we invite you to be the part of the energy future.
HEP Group, the Croatian national energy company and a leader on the Croatian energy market, in line with the global energy trends, deals with the gas supply and trading. We are convinced that this growing business in the energy transition period cannot be successful without young, enthusiastic, and above all, educated professionals, like petroleum engineers.
My name is Mario, and I'm production engineer in Croatia's biggest oil field. 3 years ago, upon finishing my master's in petroleum engineering, I was worried about the future of my profession. But today, with knowledge gained on the faculty and experience in the company, I'm bringing the energy that connects every corner of my country.
More information about the study program is available on the official website. The development of the study program and preparation of this promotional video have been funded by the project InterRGN, Internationalization of the Faculty of Mining, Geology, and Petroleum Engineering. The project has been funded by the European Union from the European Social Fund.
So, here I am coming back again to you. You have now heard briefly about our new study program, but before I start with my presentation, I would just like to say on behalf of all my colleagues from my department that we will be really glad that you come in our beautiful city of Zagreb and study here. As you know, our symbol of Zagreb is a little heart. And we like to say that we also combine all our hearts and our love for work to do this brand new study, and we hope that you all will recognize it. So for the beginning, we think that to be able to do that, so to be able to make a brand new study that has scientific qualities for the petroleum industries during this transition phase of energy worldwide, the roots of the faculty are very important. Let me just remind you that our faculty roots date back in 1919 when the chair of mineralogy and geology was established at the technical college. And since 1965, we operate as the faculty of the mining and geology and petroleum engineering. And here is something about our department, about our staff. So as I have said at the beginning, we are a department of petroleum and gas engineering and energy. We have 12 professors, 2 postdoctoral researchers, 5 teaching assistants, research associates, and administrative and technical staff. And just to remind you once again, we will all be glad to welcome you here at this new brand study that is firstly starting with this next academic year. Here is also something about oil and gas in Croatia, because all our students made really a big progress in this company since 1964. When INA Oil Company was founded, and building all this knowledge from all our engineers made Croatia to have today 60 exploration fields of hydrocarbons that is onshore and offshore. So the experience is really huge here. And now for the future students, here is one illustration. As you can see on your left side, when you hear someone saying that he studies petroleum engineering, what is your first association that someone might have? This may be an oil eruption, or this can be also the making progress in environment protection in our industry, and making all together all the money. As you know, the carbon emissions today and the global warming are a result of widespread fossil fuel use and emission. And unfortunately, the oil industry is to be blamed. But for you as a future students of petroleum engineering, probably petroleum students, we think that it is very important that you have your own attitude about this. And this is what this study can offer you in the best possible way, I think. So this will be explained on this slide. Why this slide? So here, maybe you can see many information, but primarily we can see that the global primary energy consumption is on a world level very, very huge. Let me just say you that this was calculated, presented, and analyzed by a very eminent source, that is World Energy Council. And we have here some assumption about the fossil future, about the usage of the fossil fuels in the future. So we have, for instance, here year 2015 and 2 assumptions for the year 2040 and for the year 2060. And those assumptions are made upon 3 different scenarios. We do not have to enter and analyze each of them, but we can just say that the most probable future is somewhere between these 3, or let us say the possibility will be some 4th scenario. But if we look at any of these assumptions, we can see that the gas, oil, and coal will probably be, in the future also, the most important primarily energy sources, with something about 60%. Why is that? That is because the world energy demand is growing and it is very huge. Of course, we have here also assumption for the increase in other renewables, in biomass, in hydro and nuclear, but altogether by this assumption, it is very probable that the fossil fuels will remain the leading energy sources also in the future. So it is just briefly to mention that there is all around the world very big opportunities to employ and to share the knowledge that you can learn at this study. So here we can see in details or in core what this graduate study program is. As you can see, here we have the common first year where you can collect 60 ECTS, while the second year, in the second year, you can choose between 3 modules. So in the second year, you earn also 60 ECTS, which is totally 120 to gain the master's diploma. So our first module that we will now see in details is drilling and production engineering. Our second module is reservoir engineering. And the third one is geoenergy engineering and management. Here you can see what subjects you can have and what knowledge can you share on the first year in winter semester and in summer semester. So as you can see here, we start with drilling engineering, with oil and gas production engineering, with multi-phase flows in porous rock. You have also secondary methods in reservoir engineering and also very important environmental protection in petroleum engineering, which is connected to the pictures and illustrations that I have just mentioned at the beginning. So everything is here that you can gain really important knowledge for your future career. So on the second semester, you can have an optional activities and subjects about accidental risk assessment, and after that, oil and gas transportation and storage, exploration and exploitation of geothermal reservoirs as one of the most important renewable source in the world, in Croatia as well, and well testing. So let us now see in short what are those modules are. So the first module, drilling and production engineering, is focused on borehole drilling production, planning and design, dynamics of drilling processes, and maintenance of production systems. Also the transportations and storage. And here are the most important topics. And it is divided in third and in fourth semester. So just not to read all of them. So this module starts with well completion and workover. Here you have also project economic evaluation and professional practice. That is the same for all modules. Also, we have here elective courses. I will show you later which are they, and there are really plenty of topics that you can choose from the elective courses. And in the fourth semester of this module, we start with design and drilling of directional wells. And you also finish the module with master thesis, which is the same also for each module. The second module, reservoir engineering. So here, this module is focused on the characterization of underground structures in order to evaluate the flow of fluid through this porous media. It is also focused on the CO2 storage and hydrogen heat, also compressed air energy storage. So very modern and actual topics in energy world. And let us now see which subjects do we have here. On the third or winter semester, Here you can start with reservoir simulation, and also you have these elective courses, professional practice, project economic evaluation as in all modules. On the fourth semester, you can start with enhanced recovery methods, underground storage of gas and energy, as I said. You can choose here 2 elective courses and finish with master thesis. The third module is Geoenergy Engineering and Management. It offers planning, developing, and organizing energy systems, also underground energy and gas storage, energy transformation, exploitation of geothermal potential, energy and natural gas markets, and business management is here also involved. The subjects that you can listen on this module are started in a third semester with energy conservation, natural gas market, also applied thermogeology and shallow geothermal potential. These 3 courses are the same for each module, and the fourth semester is starting with energy planning, business management, underground storage, and finishes with master thesis. And here are plenty of elective courses, among which you can choose those that would be the most interesting for you. For example, petroleum and petroleum derivatives, exploitation of unconventional oil and gas, well control, something deeper about project management, more about energy transition as well, about energy geopolitics and energy securities, and so on, natural gas processing, biofuel production, more about geothermal power plants and district heating systems. But all of that I will show you at the end. You can find very detailedly explained on our website as well. And here are also our admission requirements. So there are a few of them. Firstly, completed undergraduate study of petroleum engineering or an equivalent 3 or 4-year study program in the field of the technical sciences that have at least 180 ECTS earned. After that, you should have proof of advanced English proficiency level. And here are the 4 possibilities. And it is important that tests must have been taken within the past 2 years and must not have expired during the application process. Also, after that, you have admission interview, and if you fulfill these 2 criteria. Our tuition fee is 1,000 euro per semester, and totally it is 4,000. And also you can follow us for more information about the scholarships. And as I said, here is our website that is dedicated only to this study at our faculty. And now I will just open this page, just a moment. So to briefly show you what can you find here. So this is the homepage, why to enroll in our study. This is about us, everything about the faculty of mining, geology, and petroleum engineering, everything about the University of Zagreb, our testimonials. So our engineers who are working in Croatia and worldwide, that you have seen them also at the beginning of our video. Something about this project that we used to perform this brand new study. And here is total curriculum of the study. So general information, all learning outcomes, all modules, also career prospects, and also these admission requirements that I have just showed you. All the courses are listed here. So for instance, at the first year, you can find everything in detail. So about descriptions of each course, its objective, and also about the teacher and so on. So at the end, now we have here also all information about student life, about accommodation, transport, gastronomy, health insurance, work and activities. Here is our contact. So you can contact me or you can use this info for further information. But before I finish with this presentation, I will pass the word to our student of the 4th year, who will in detail show you what are the possibilities of the associations and the student life in Zagreb at our faculty, because there are plenty of possibilities to enjoy student life here. So our next speaker is my student, Luka Perkovic. So Luka, the floor is yours, and I will just now stop sharing my. So thank you for your listening.
Thank you, Professor. Let me just share my screen real quick. All right. So as Professor Sonia said, my name is Luka. I'm a student of the 4th year or the 1st year of master's degree in petroleum engineering at University of Zagreb. I study specifically oil engineering. Okay, my job today is to tell you a little bit about the student life here at the University of Zagreb. So the student life is really good. It's a lot of people who know each other, because we are not that big of a faculty, and we do actually know most of the people at the faculty. And we operate in multiple organizations, the most important of which is Student Council. Student Council is the legal association, we can call it that, of the faculty. They have a vote in the faculty's decisions. They help every student on the faculty with their questions about their studying, and also they organize the trips and events to bring students closer together. Next up is Sretno Society. Sretno Society is a society that cherishes the old miners' tradition. They organize the event which we call Skok Preko Kože, which is actually introduction into mining class. Next up is Society of Petroleum Engineers. The Society of Petroleum Engineers. I'm personally president of that society here at University of Zagreb. We are student chapter Zagreb of the SPE. We work on bringing closer the companies and students, and also we are working on bringing the how do you say, everything related to the industry to the students, right? And we are very proud of what we do. I think we are very successful, and I think anyone who comes to our faculty should come to this society and meet us. Next up is Speleology Club Ozren Lukic. They organize lots of field trips during the year. They even have like speleology school where you get your certificate that you can actually go with them in caves. And I think that is really fun. And also following, we have American Association of Petroleum Engineers, APG of University of Zagreb. They are working on specific geological part, which is like petroleum geology. And they are kind of in between geologists and us petroleum engineers. Next up, we have student chapter of the Croatian Geology Society. As the name says, they are a geology society on level of entire Croatia, but this is the student chapter here at our faculty. And under the student council, I was telling you first about, there are student sports section. Sports section is directly under the student council, and also under the sports section is our most famous, or the sport where we are most successful in, the rowing club. All right, let's go to a bit of photos. This is what the student council does, and this is their biggest event of the year. We call it Geoenergy, and it's a trip that every interested student can take. And we travel around the region, and we meet up with other faculties from the region to have like a little Olympiad, if you may. We have sporting games and we meet a lot of people, and I think it's really fun. Next up, we have Sretno Society. This is the event I was telling you about, the introduction to mining class. There is a very formal part, which includes wearing these jackets and walking through the city and learning the songs and everything. But I think it's really fun, and in the end you meet a lot of people and you have a lot of fun, and I think it's very worth trying once you get in the faculty. Next up, we have the SP student chapter of University of Zagreb. This is just a small glimpse of what we do. Our biggest event of the year is Annual Student Energy Congress, or as we call it, ASEC. It's organized at our faculty, and we bring people together from entire Europe. We usually bring around 75 to 80, 85 students from entire Europe, which come and share their experiences and knowledge with us. And also under that event, we do the Petro Bowl, or that is kind of a quiz competition in petroleum engineering. And we do a whole lot of other stuff, which I can't wait to show you once you get on our faculty. And next up, the sports section. We are very successful in sports, and we like sports. And our most successful sport is rowing, followed by water polo. And then we also have some very strong teams in football and basketball. And that's it from my part. If you have any questions, you can contact me. I'm available at, I don't think I've written my email here, but never mind. My name is Luka Perkovic, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. So we can get in touch during that channels. That's it from my side.
Okay, thank you, Luka. Thank you. I think that everybody had the really good opportunity to hear about our student life from Luka. And he is now preparing his exams, and I think that he will now leave us to be able to learn for the exams. Thank you, Luka, once again. And now we will have some questions. I see here in the chat. Just a moment. So here are the questions. I will, here are 5 questions till now. Just a moment to read them loudly so that everybody can see them. So the first question is, da li je nastava moguća na hrvatskom ili samo na engleskom jeziku? So the first question is whether the lectures are possible in Croatian language or only in English. So for now, for this next year, it is only in English because it is the study that is created only for the brand new study that will only be performed in English. But from the next year, which is 23-24, we will also have the possibility in Croatian language, but for the foreigners, you will also have a fee pay. So, but it will be possible to listen in Croatian as well, but not next year. So the second question is, what are the enrollment requirements? So please excuse me not to take your time again, because I have shown our website, and there you can find everything. We also at the platform, na Facts, you have our possibility to see our Facebook page, and all the enrollment requirements are as the same as admission requirement. You have an enrollment form, application form, and you can find it everything there. So it's just not to repeat once again. I hope it is not a problem, but if it's a problem, I can repeat it. So the third question is, da li imate mogućnost stipendije? So do you have any scholarships? So we're working on scholarships. We hope maybe to have some, very rare, maybe one or two, but for now we do not have it. But as I said in my presentation, please follow us. We're working on it, and we hope that we will have at least a few. So, but for now, we do not have anything for sure. So the fourth question is, posle kojih fakulteta se može upisati master kod vas? Hvala na informativnoj prezentaciji. So the fourth question is, which faculty, which undergraduate courses are applicable to enroll our master? I also said that. So all the undergraduate study of the technical sciences, all. So, meaning that mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, chemical engineering, and so on. So the basic is technical knowledge. So the fifth question is, je li potrebno dostaviti neki dokument o poznavanju engleskog jezika pri apliciranju? So is it necessary to have an English proof? Of course, as I said in my presentation, you need to have the proof, one of the proofs that I have listed, TOEFL and something similar that is not older than 2 years. Is obligatory. And one more question that is here, it is the sixth question. What is the cost of studies? Thanks. So the cost of the study is €1,000 per one semester, meaning that the 2 years totally cost €4,000. Okay, I see here that those are the 4 questions. So I will ask colleague Tamara from platform. Okay, she wrote me that we do not have any questions. So I suggest that we conclude this session, because all necessary information, you can find it at web and at Facebook, and you will have this live streaming on YouTube that constantly available. So thank you for your listening, and once again, we really hope that you will come to our beautiful Zagreb to share knowledge with us, because there are really plenty of possibilities. Thank you, and thank you, Luca, once again. Bye, bye, everybody.